Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this video, I'm gonna do an unboxing of several expansions for Folklore the Affliction by Greenbrier Games, starting with Dark Tales, and next is the Ghost Miniatures and the Colossal Dark Oak. So let's quickly open them up and see what's inside. Folklore the Affliction, Dark Tales, expansion. Nice art on the front. Nice and dark and moody. Here's some artwork on the back, everything that you get in the box, the cards, the tiles, minis, and again, first edition of this box has miniatures, second edition has standees, and you can buy those standees in a separate add-on box in the second edition. So let's see what this box has. And like with the base game, you get this nice picture of everything that is in this box and how it's supposed to be placed back. So again, this box also starts with the miniatures. And oh, there's this is an extra one? Or is it supposed to go somewhere? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, well, I get 4 of these flame thingies, so fireballs or flames, and they're nice and transparent. Let's see if I can show you that. Well, it's hard to see, but well, you can kind of tell there the way the light goes through them. Here is a big Otharian, which is a token in the base game, and this has the actual model. Lots of detail. And I like that these miniatures have this exaggerated detail, you know, the deep folds in their clothes and the big locks of hair. So all the detail really pops. Really cool. This is the Bananach. And note, she has a banana on her staff. Well, could be a half moon, but there are some deep mold lines here though, so you're gonna want to remove those if you're gonna paint these, maybe even if you're not gonna paint these. Very nice, big model. Like I said in the base game unboxing, these are actually 35mm scale because they're a lot bigger than your usual miniature games. And perhaps she's just bigger in general, because this is you know, in comparison, this guy's quite small. And he's the Undertaker. So with his shovel and his bone, he's got a bone to pick with you. And this is his puppy. Monstrous looking dog. And he's a vicious hound. So next we have this demon dude. The Arch Fiend. Very nice. Wings and his spiky tail. And as you can tell, these are multi-part models, so they've already been put together, no assembly required. And this is a possessed woman or child. 2 of those. We get this really weird looking alien guy. So this is a demon spawn. Okay. The big heads. A couple of those. This is nice. Look at that. Let me give you a hand. Whoa. So these are small. They connect to round bases. So maybe like this, you know, like, ooh, cool. That's funny. So you get 4 of those. Here's another Strega, which was also in the base game, so we get an extra one. Here's some witches. Yeah. A wretched hag. Pretty cool. Then we have these highwaymen. Yes, highwayman. Cool. This cape, this hat, swords. Here's the soldier with a shield and a spear. It's a bit bent, but you know, like with most of these miniatures, you dip them in hot water. Just boil some water, pour it in a cup, dip this in the cup. Be sure not to dip your fingers in. Wait till it softens up, and then it will straighten out. And you can also just take it when it's straightened out and just pull it a bit so it's completely straight, and then put it in cold water and it will set. The Watchman. Okay, so this is a Watchman. And another one who had his spear bent. I'll just fix that later. Here is the Galastig. Some mage looking guy, I don't know. And this is also a very interesting looking mini. Some kind of queen. This is Orinthe. I don't know if that's her name or that's a type of creature, but she looks like an evil, like a drow queen kind of, with the big crown here. And here's an interesting looking one. Like that one. Big smirky face and conjuring a flame. So this is Voldlimi. I remember the card for this character in the base game. So in the base game you get tokens for lots of characters, and in this expansion you got the miniatures for that. Because in the original Kickstarter, the first one, this was actually a stretch goal box. And then in the second edition they decided to make Dark Tales an official expansion, but they gave you standees for everything as well as in the base game. And you could buy a separate box that has all these miniatures, so that's also nice. So a Banshee. Cool, yeah, that really does look like a very cool looking Banshee. Nice, a couple of those. Something that looks like a Dryad, yep, a Dark Dryad. Cool, with the twigs in the hair, the branches and the roots for feet. Cool. Really like that model. There's a Far East alchemist wearing a turban and holding a bottle and lots of bottles on his belt. All these concoctions and a scimitar. Cool. Yes. And then there's these guys. These are heroes. This is the butcher, or NPCs perhaps. I mean, a butcher. They're gray, so you can tell that these are the good guys. Here's a lady with a fan and a nice looking hat. So she's the courtesan and hiding this dagger behind her back. That's pretty cool. Here is a top hat guy. So this is the illusionist, of course. He is also something that needs to be fixed with hot water. Bent sword. No problem. A lady with a book. Yeah, Mary Poppins, y'all. And this is the scientist. Okay. Yep, she's got her glasses on and she has something in her hand. All kinds of tools of the trade on her belt. Nice. And here is the Slayer. A Slayer with a wooden stake, so she's a vampire hunter. Cool cape, sword. Nice. And lastly, this guy with the axe. He is the woodsman. And he has a fur coat. Very nice. Really, really like the quality of these miniatures, I have to say. The detail is perhaps exaggerated, but that makes them really pop in my opinion. Really glad how they look, how they turned out. Alright, and like with the base game, underneath this this tray with the minis, you get another cardboard box that holds all the tokens and cardboard and cards, etc. So the books could have used like an insert, a bit of an organizer, because now you simply toss all the non-miniature components in this box and all the miniatures in the tray. So it's not really organized. So maybe that's better in the second edition, I'm not sure. Okay, so that's that. Like in the base game, we get a huge Ziploc bag with tiles, which I will show you at the last. So let's start with these punch boards. So we get extra punch tokens, doors, some foes, a cauldron, some grave tombstones. Yep. So lots of stuff. Some extra bad guys. Here's the Archfiend, Bananach, Empousse Coven, which is a Lich, a Wood Mother, and a Doppelganger. I don't have minis for these, sadly. Okay, so those are the tokens. Oh wow, this is a rather big book. Look at that. That is actually a thick, nice and thick bound book. Story journal number 2, because the base game has number 1. And this is number 2, and it's huge. So all of these extra stories in this, yeah, it would be a waste, a shame to have this be Kickstarter exclusive. So I'm glad they decided to make this, first edition Kickstarter exclusive box a actual expansion, because, there's just so much extra gameplay there. Would be silly to keep that from other people. So, okay, we have some more monster boards here, which are normally two-sided for the regular monsters, and these special monsters are, well, they are double-sided. They just have this artwork on the back. So we have the Archfiend, the Bananach, it's really funny, the Doppelganger, the Coven, the Lich, the Wood Mother, and here is the NPC, the Butcher, which can also become a ghost. The Courtesan, so I'm guessing these are just heroes too, you can actually play these. The Illusionist, the Scientist, the Slayer, and the Woodsman. Here's the Banshee monster with the skirmish side. The Dark Dryad also has a skirmish side. Demonic Flame, so that's what that was. Hands of Death, the small hands coming out of the ground. Demon Spawn, the Possessed, the Wretched Hag, and that's all of them. So plenty of new monsters and heroes to play, and like in the base game, the heroes come with these small booklets. I think these are thinner than the ones in the base game though, because they seem to be thicker, folded cardboard, and this is folded, well, paper, really. But they're basically player aids. So you can choose a character focus like specialism, and you have your starting abilities and equipment and extra stuff that you can do at the locations that you visit, and you have your skill tree, which they call a lore tree, and you have one for all of the heroes, the illusionist, the courtesan. Well, they all have their artwork on it, as you can see. So, okay. Those are these cards, and then we have these, and in the base game this size of cards was the off-road and the road events, so I'm not sure what these are. These are rumors. Okay, that's a new thing. So we have a deck of rumors. I don't know what they do, and I'm not gonna show them to you because I assume that's kind of spoiling the game, but stuff happens apparently when you encounter rumors. Okay, so a rumors deck, and a deck of smaller cards that are usually abilities. So we have, let's turn them around. We have some items here, which was a big deck in the base game. You get some extra items here, some unique items. So that's pretty cool. Nice artwork. There's some extra artifacts. Quite a lot, because in the base game there was only a small deck of artifacts. And there's a lot more in here. Very interesting. And then we have some companions, 2 companion militias. So we have the miner and the trapper. These are new. And we have 2 new companion animals, a shadow hawk and a Abyssinian cat. Nice, a cat. Haha, cool. Some extra abilities. These are all abilities. All the rest of these cards are abilities, and most of them can be used by all the heroes, and some of them only by certain heroes, because this is a psychic skill, this is a martial or military skill, another psychic skill, a mythos skill, and some of them just say this is for the butcher, so they can only be used by one player, courtesan, the illusionist, etc. Well, you get the point. Alright, so that's the cards and all of that. We had the book, so let's go to the tiles, and this is really cool. They give you this big Ziploc bag so you can safely put them back. And there's a whole lot of them. Let's just try to get these out safely. Okay. Okay, let's start with the small ones then. So we have some rooms here. They're all double-sided. Ooh, treasure. Cool. A bedroom, some book cases, and like a corridor. Cobwebs. Here's nice and cozy inside. Lounge again. 2 sofas and another underground tunnel with some traps here, some spinning blades. And there's a victim, lots of blood on the tiles. And here's another cozy inside situation area. And another, a secret passage. Oh, it actually says what it is here. Here is the entrance and a secret passage. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, so here's some bigger tiles. So this is the kitchen, and here's a shrine, and this is the dining room, and a guard post. Assumedly these statues are the guards. They might come alive, you never know in these games. Here we have a hallway and another one with books and one with statues. Must be a very big mansion. And here, oh cool, so we have a mysterious hallway, and we have a chasm bridge made of bones. Wow, nice. And we have these rather large tiles. So we have another kitchen, a big one, and a master bedroom. Very nice. They were very colorful, very detailed. And here's a workshop and barracks. Nice. And now the big tiles, and there are so many. It's incredible. So that's the upside of these being thin, is that they can add so many, because if these were thick cardboard, then you'd have like 8 maximum, and then the box would be full. And it would be even heavier than it already is. So here we have a lava throne. Very, very cool. And a Egyptian burial room. Nice. Then I'll just turn these around so I can read what they are. An underground cavern with lava. Here's more Egyptian, a great hall, it says, great hall number 2. And there's a lava bridge. And just look at that, it's amazing. I love the artwork. And the Egyptian Great Hall #1. Cool, with all the rooms that you can explore. Here's the entrance to the underworld. So assuming you start out in the cave somewhere underground, and then you go deeper because there's lava here. So you descend into the earth. Here's the Egyptian crumbling room, yeah, because it has all these chasms. Cool. Oh, wow, I love this tile. The Wood Mother's Palace. Look at all the trees, and the bark, and oh, wow. I'm impressed by this one. Oh, I'm impressed by all of them. I mean, they're beautiful, but wow. The Flaming Crevasse. Nice. The Wood Mother's entrance. Lovely. And another Flaming Crevasse. Here's a town street with an entrance to a chapel or a church. Some houses here. And these are stables. And there's a traveling wagon here. And there's a sewer. You can't have an RPG without a sewer. Here's a market, the town square, and more sewers. Cool. Oh, nice. Look at the tainted window glasses with the sunlight coming in. The Great Ballroom. And here's a forest cottage. These are the best tiles ever, man. Wow. The crematorium. And more forested woodlands. There's a cellar, a huge cellar with lots of wine, it seems, barrels. And here's a Bone Isle dock. Okay. So this is apparently an island with lots of graves, hence the name. Cool. This is the general store. And we have a Bone Isle Graveyard Showdown arena thing. Cool. So that connects, of course, any way you want to that. Really cool. Nice. A great foyer staircase. And here's another dock of the mainland. So yeah, you can travel by sea or a big lake perhaps. There's a tavern. Yep, every RPG needs a tavern. And there's more Bone Isle graveyard area. And those are the tiles. So plenty of tiles, lots of new cards, lots and lots of new story to play, and plenty of new miniatures. So that was Dark Tales. So next is the Ghost Miniatures pack. So this is a box full of heroes and a special Wraith miniature that are all in translucent plastic. You can use them when your character dies and you become a ghost. So this is not a box with a lid. So I'll just see how I can safely open this with leaving the plastic on, so I have kind of a dust cover. All right. So yeah, that's basically it. So it's a box with miniatures in translucent blue plastic. So you have one for all your heroes. So here's the woodsman. Yep, it also says so in the box. So basically, they're all the same molds, just cast in a different plastic in the translucent blue. And it's really nice. I mean, look at them. They're still very detailed. They're sturdy. They're a bit softer, I think. But, well, this guy's pretty sturdy. It's just the handle that's softer. So let's take a look at this one. Yeah, they're just a tad softer than the ones in the base game, but it's still quite sturdy. I really like the look of these. And this is the one that's basically extra in this set. So you have this big wraith. Very cool. Okay, so that's that. I mean, I could show you them all, but you've already seen the regular heroes, and since these are translucent, they're kind of hard to make out all the detail on them. But you get the idea, right? Okay. And lastly, we have this Colossal Dark Oak, which is also represented by a round token in the base game. But I saw the images of this miniature and on Kickstarter, and I just had to have it because this is quite a big one. A tuck box with all of this, and it is indeed pretty big. Okay, this is not a Ziploc bag. I'll just cut this open then. All right, so what do we have here? So we have the main body, which is big, two thick legs here, his spine, his back. Here's the chest, and this is where the arms go. So you're wondering, okay, why is this is a ball joint? Well, that's because we have two different heads. So you kind of had two different configuration for this. So this is the head with the branches. So you know, like it looks like a tree. See, and it's posable because of the ball joint. So that's pretty neat. And you have these two branched hands, these arms. You can also pop in. Just leave them off for now. So I'll just hold them. So you can see it's a pretty big miniature. It has a big reach with its arms, and you can pose them, you know, like menacing, like this. Lots of detail. And yeah, it is colossal. Very cool. But it also comes with these two extra arms and an extra head, and you can just pop this off quite easily, actually. That went really nice. And it has an extra head. I'll pop that on so you can see what that is. And it's like this stone entangled with vines. So now it's more like a stone statue that has been completely entangled by a tree and come alive. So more like a golem. So that's pretty cool. So from one body, they managed to make two huge monsters that are, you know, posable. They have posable arms, and they can turn their heads a bit. So that's really cool. So that's the Colossal Dark Oak. So that was the unboxing of several expansions for Folklore the Affliction by Greenbrier Games. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and see you next time on Board Game Heaven.